Oh Lord. Tide ho. Oh Lord. Ho tide. Lord. Oh my.
Oh. Hey
Wait a
guys.
minute.
We are living single. Oh, the
Girl, you're not
night's got
single.
a while.
So you better
I'm
stop
glad
all that.
I got my girl piano. What?
You
That's
know,
right.
I have a cute shirt idea for that I want to do.
What?
I can't say it because I don't want to. I don't want nobody trying to steal from me.
Oh, girl.
But I'll tell you. I'll tell you off camera.
Okay, girl.
Wig. Anyways, you guys, this is Oh Lord,
And this is Tied Home.
and guess what we're talking about today?
Nickelodeon. Buy burgers.
Girl, I'm so tired of you.
Child, the drink didn't hit a little bit. And I only had one shot. This is like my second shot. Oh, no, this is the strong liquor. That's why this is messing me up. This is strong liquor.
Wig.
Okay, never mind. Because I wonder why I'm like, why the fuck am I really loose? Well, okay, let's get up
How
into the
funky
show.
is your chicken? Wig.
How loose you can loose the goose. Oh, yes,
My
ma'am.
goose
Yes,
is totally loose.
ma'am. Yes, baby.
I don't know where that came from. I don't even know what that is from. Where's that from,
This from
actually?
the Parkers.
Really?
Yeah, how funky is your chicken? How loose you can loose the goose. Yes, it used to come on it used to come on UPN and they used to always play it back. They used to play it back as, when they used to talk about the Parkers. Oh, this is the Parkers, and that part used to play out or whatever.
Okay.
Either it was that on UP. Well, I know the show was, of course, on UPN. Either it was that or BT, or when they be putting it on other things for reruns, and they'll be like, okay, for the black shows and stuff like that. That used to always come up, and I was like, I always want to see that episode. How funky! But I was never really into the Parkers like that. I know a lot of people were
Me, myself, and
quiet,
I.
quiet, because you always try to shame me for that, and I'm not gonna be shamed this time.
Oh, I shame you all the time. It doesn't matter.
But not for this, because you act like I don't support black excellence.
You don't.
Absolutely. Okay, let's get into the movie because I really want. I cuss this bitch
Yes,
out.
let's get into the
I'm
Tia
gonna do
show for today.
that. Let's
What's the
do
Tia show for
it.
today, girl? So
Listen,
today we're actually going to be talking about um we're going to be talking about
Bob's
high
Burgers.
post drinking. Mm, it's a problem.
Oh no, you're not. Pause, girl. No, you are not. You ain't gonna be talking about this. This is not an intervention.
It
Girl,
is.
absolutely
It
not.
is.
No,
It
baby.
is.
We are not
It
gonna talk about.
is.
Don't. If you want to talk, this bitch got more liquor than me.
Oh, girl, but do I
You
drink?
want, but you want to talk about it?
But do I drink
Girl,
it? Let's talk about that. But do I
girl,
drink it?
half of the. Okay, let's move on. Cause this girl tripping. Uh, Move on.
Had to give you with the
You ain't
give it
giving
to
nothing.
me.
Bye, bye, bye. Okay, you guys. Girl, bye. So we're gonna talk about Bob's Burgers.
Yes, we actually
Now,
are.
I think I'm just gonna be a hype person for this
Mm-hmm.
because you're more of the fan than I. I just want to bring up something that happened to me
Okay.
during seeing this movie, and
Okay.
I'm going to talk about it.
Go for it.
Okay, so girl, bye. So we have went to the theaters, AMC, and when we went there, it was only about a good 10 people, and we was included in that 10 people, right? 10, 12?
It
Okay,
wasn't a
12.
lot.
12. So I noticed that, we were drinking before we went there. Hello. But,
Absolutely. Come on now. What else? What else are we supposed to do?
but we were drinking after we got to the movies. We didn't drink and drive. Sorry.
Yes, that's true. Also, that's
I'm
also
sorry. I
very
was
true.
knocking on that wood. So when we got there, we was hot on the liquor. After we got there, sorry, was drinking after. And when we got up in there, then we was having a good time, and we sat down. We took a couple of pictures. Was going to take some more when we went out, which we did. And when we sat down there, and I was just up there, and I just couldn't breathe. And I was like, "Oh my god," because it's hot in Houston. Don't get it's hot here. It's
Hot.
hot, hot, hot.
heat is just regular for us. We're just like, oh, it's cold? Really?
Yeah, now that'll be our kicker because we want to. We I have so many jackets that wasn't debuted this year. So many. We
A
need to get some.
lot, yes. Remember the time we had that freeze situation?
Oh yeah, girl,
Oh
that
yeah.
was shocking for us. I never seen nothing like that. Child, we was so damn cold up here, and then
We
the
was like,
northerns
what?
was laughing at us, but and especially the motherfuckers at New York. But
But
when that flood came out over there on the asses,
oh yeah, remember they was getting into us about that. They was like, y'all don't have flood prevention. Y'all don't worry about flooding. Y'all don't this. Girl, flooding is normal. What are you talking about?
exactly, because they didn't have it up there, baby. That damn all that water went up in New York and them damn subway tunnels, girl. Bye. They could. They was they that city
Oh,
wasn't built for
and
that.
remember they was sitting there like, y'all need to leave us alone. That's a terrible situation that happened. Yes, it is.
Exactly. So just like when that winter shit happened to us, that was a serious shit. Now we wanted to be get cold. No one ever said we didn't want it to get cold because we did. Let's
Mm-hmm.
be very clear about that. We didn't want our power to be shut off, honey. We don't do that kind of weather. We ain't even got jackets like that,
Why would
girl.
we have jackets like that? Like
We don't. We have some nice jackets though, but we don't have it like that, girl.
our
They
jackets
ain't
be
got no damn
thin.
wolf in that damn jacket.
We be having like the jackets be just there for vibes. Okay.
Okay. As soon as we get inside the house, we gonna take that hoe off. That jacket. Look, let me say something. If you see a black person, if you just in general, if you see us down south wearing the damn jacket, let's just say it is really more for fashion. Cause bitch, especially when it be layered up, you're like, oh bitch, you really trying to make a fashion statement. Let's get a picture with this bitch. We know you are not wearing
People,
that.
people, don't you be hiding that, girl? You don't see the inside of this. Still don't got nothing.
They probably got that. Yeah, they got that jacket on with nothing under. They're probably in their drawers. Look, we don't have that kind of weather, so we are not used to that. So let's be clear about that. So we got to put that out there at the end of the day. So we was in there, and then the air was off, and I think they turned the air off due to the point there was a lot of people that went up there to see the movie. Remind you, we bought our
Mm-mm.
tickets later, like once we got there, like almost right, yeah, like that day.
We bought it that day,
Yeah,
right
we
before
bought it
we
that
went.
day. So I don't think anyone really like bought it super in advance, like days, before. So when we got there, it was like it was no air circulating, and I'm like, I don't do still air. I need the air to circulate. You need air to move.
Yes.
You don't want to be in a situation where air isn't moving. That's why in every black house we got a fan. We might got an AC unit, but we got a fan. You have to have the air circulating at one point. It can't don't
Oh,
have no fan.
especially I'm a person that I sleep in the cold. I cannot sleep in just straight up heat. I am so
Mm-mm.
sorry. I can't do it. I cannot
Mm-mm.
do that. You absolutely no.
Mm-mm. I remember that time y'all AC got broke, girl.
Oh,
I'm gonna say I couldn't be too shady to this bitch.
I was sitting there like everybody is upsetting me. They're just talking.
Okay. Oh my god. Oh.
Why is it that when it's too hot, you're just like, oh, I am so upset. If y'all don't leave me alone. I was
Like shit.
watching Chrissy Chula. Have you heard of her?
No, who's that?
She's a YouTuber. She did this video about how it was hot. It is the
Oh, yeah, I
funniest.
think that I didn't know her name. The one, would you say? Which is in New York. I think she's in New York.
I think
I think
so.
she said, "Where is they getting all this damn meat?"
That still cracks me up to this day. To this day, I still laugh at that because it's just like you understand, like, girl, when it's hot, and you just
Mhm.
like, listen, we just gotta calm down because I do not want to go off.
Yes, like it'd be too much, and I think when so like I said, it turned the AC off. You guys, look,
Hmm. Yes.
it connects, and I was like, oh my god, I was like, oh Lord, girl. no air's in up in here. I'm like, you're not hot. Like, it's hot. And I had went to the front to tell them, and I was like, okay, y'all put the air on. And the only reason why I stayed because you really
First
want
of
to go
all,
see
you
this
paid
movie.
for it. First of all, you paid for it.
Yeah, but still, no, because girl, like, you know, you gotta get your friends together with. Girl, I don't shut up. You don't matter what I. You know, we. I don't ever feel like we don't do no tick for tack, girl. It don't
No, no,
matter.
no. I'm saying first of all, you paid to go.
Yeah,
So
but
I'm
like, it was
saying,
more about you. I went for you. I didn't win for.
okay, girl.
That was the point. It was all about you. It really didn't matter for me because I don't really see those kind of movies in
That's
theaters.
true.
No,
She's not
I don't.
a animated movie person. She's not.
Yeah, I don't mind waiting for it to come on, unless somebody wants to go see it. Like, if, like when I saw Sonic, and I was never gonna want to see that in theaters, but I think I'm gonna see part 3 because I like part 2, so I might do go see it.
Oh
But I
yeah,
only
didn't you
saw
say
it.
you saw it for your nephew, right?
Nephew, yeah, we went for
Yeah.
him, and that's one reason why we went. I was never planning on seeing that movie, but I fell asleep too in the movie theater, by the way. So yeah, so we went to go see it for you. So that's why I really want you to have the experience because I'm like, I know you want to go see this movie. So, but it was still freaking hot. It was like
It
hot
was
as
hot.
hell. It was hot, you guys. And I had asked the guy to turn on the AC. He only turned it on a little bit because I'm like, I mean, it's no air circulating, and I'm like, it is hot. No air circulating in there. It's like
Mind you, guys, throughout the entire movie, she was like, "You're not hot. It's hot. Oh, I'm
I
hot."
mean, I could not. And I was like, oh, girl, I just want to step out. And I was like, you know what? I said, look, oh, Lord, we just going to have to go to another thing. I don't do heat. And I feel like no one should feel uncomfortable watching a movie, especially when something should be guaranteed. And I think in any business, especially in a movie theater, you know, yo, the outside shouldn't be matching the inside.
That's
No,
true.
that's just all
Now
it
that
is.
is true.
So, and I should have pressed to get my money back, even though we would have still been watching the movie. I was just like, can I get my money back? Because I think that's unfair. Y'all treating us. There's no way it should be hot. Because when I came out the theater we were in, it's cool in the lobby. I'm like, so why is it? I'm like, y'all turned that off because y'all feel like nobody really is in there. Like,
Yeah,
don't do
I don't
that.
think that they. I think okay, and this connects with the movie, but I'll say it when we start talking about the movie. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Wait. No, I was gonna say it, but I was like, let me just say it when we start watching the movie, and
I
it'll
mean, talking about the
connect.
movie. Okay, so like I said again, like I said, it was too damn hot. And I did not like it. I know going forward, like I said, that's to be really honest, that was my worst movie experience ever. My worst. I do not do heat. I don't like to be. I felt like I was in a box with no air circulating, and I felt like it was so uncomfortable. I couldn't even get into. I got into the movie, but I wanted the movie to be over with
Yeah,
because I was suffering because I'm like, first of all, when you drink, you get hot, and I'm like,
automatically yes.
but even when the points when I was sobering up, I'm like, no, bitch, it's really hot in here, and I'm like, air is not moving, and I sobered up, so I was fully like sobered, and I'm like, no, bitch, it is hot. Like nothing is like no air is circulating. I'm like, I'm getting really irritated and angry because it's like I shouldn't have to do this. I'm like, hell, I've been in packed theaters and I haven't, and sometimes it can get a little bit warm, but air is circulating, and I'm like, it's nothing here. It's just like stale, and I'm not gonna put myself through that ever again. And I advise you not to either. You shouldn't be uncomfortable watching a movie, especially when it's something that should be guaranteed to you and is guaranteed. Honestly, don't do it. Okay, let's get into the movie because we don't want to make this video too long. We really want to get into the movie.
Yes. So let's
So
go
I'm
for it.
I'm gonna amen you.
We
Well, it's your movie.
okay, I guess, girl. I guess. Anyways,
I
so
love the show, by the way.
yeah, I do too. So I want to start with this. I am a huge Bob's Burgers fan.
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching since I think they only had like 2 or 3 seasons, and it was on Netflix. That's how long I've been watching it. Bob's Burgers.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to say, let me see if I can figure out the series, the season order and all that. Um, it's been okay. So Bob's Burgers came out. Let me see.
Should be
The
like,
first season came out 2011.
yeah. I know I was
2011.
old. I was grown when that came out. What was it, 21? Yeah, I was adult.
Yeah, 2011, 20 May 22nd, 2011.
I remember when I
First day
first
was
saw
I
it.
mean January of 2011. It came out in 2011. I really didn't officially start watching it until I want to say I think it was like it had already had its second season.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say it was on like a second or third season.
Mm.
And that's when I really started watching it.
I remember when I first saw well, I didn't see the premiere, but I seen what they were advertising, and I was like,
Mhm.
I want to see a damn man making damn burgers. How long? I thought it was going to get canceled. I said, this shit is not interesting. This don't look in. Well, first I wasn't even into watching those shows. I mean, Family Guy is a good show.
Uh-huh.
American Daddy, that's a good show. Even well, The Simpsons, okay, but it's still a good show. It lasts a long time, I guess.
Right.
But so I think when I was seeing that, I was like, what the fuck? And then they had King of Hills. I hated that
Oh,
show.
I love King of the Hill.
King of Hills. I did not like the daddy, or whatever case may
I think
be.
that's the point. It's like you're not really supposed to genuinely like him. He kind of is annoying a little bit, but it's like it. I had it's a lot to explain. Well, not a
I
lot, but it's like it's one of those shows where it's like he's he's that kind of particular brand of guy. Do you know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
And it's like you're supposed to laugh at him and all the characters because it's more so like he's a regular average person that is learning from his past to be a better person in little ways. You know what I mean? Like it's like he's learning to accept who his family is and the
Mm-hmm.
people around him and accept that not everybody is going to be like you, no matter how much you want them to be like you and no matter how much your thoughts and opinions are right, quote unquote, in a way. It's more so about accepting that people are who they are. Do you get what I'm saying? Like the son, Bobby. Bobby is an eccentric kid. Let's just be honest. Bobby's a weird kid. He's an eccentric kid. He's just who he is. And Hank Hill's King of the Hill, Hank Hill, he wants him to be more like himself growing up, where it's like normal. This is normal. This is this. But the thing is normal is different with every child that comes out, every generation that we see, normal changes. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't know that was in Texas.
Yeah, that's set in Texas. Like Bobby, he's for that generation that we grew up on, that we are, you know, that's normal to be a kid that like jokes, that plays video games, that isn't into sports. That's normal. Not every,
Mm-hmm.
like kids grow up now, they don't particularly care for sports like that. Some do. Some are into sports, but it's
A
not.
lot of that.
That's not normal. Yeah, a lot of them are.
It's a lot of that now. They have a lot of people that played sports back in the day, and let's be clear, they were like, I only did it because it was
Somebody else,
expected of
exactly.
them. It was expected of them to do it, and it's like, no, they're not really into that.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So it's like he's
Because sports was king, and it still reigns supreme in some senses. It still reigns supreme. I mean, it's still the highest watch on TV. For us the like Super Bowl or whatever case may be. But yeah, that's all you saw was sports everywhere on the cereal boxes, just
right. True. True.
everywhere or whatever case may be. And it was something that I wasn't really good at, and I felt like I was told I'm a boy, I should know how to play basketball. I'm like, but do you really like it? Like,
Right. And that's the
watching
point.
football, I'm like, what is going on? I'm like, yeah, sure. Like, honestly, I don't really care. I couldn't get into it, and I'm like,
Only thing I understand and know is that I feel something personal about the people playing. That's it. That's as best as I can give
oh
you.
yeah, man, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Because I was like, I can be a cheerleader at the game, but I'm like, girl, I'll be like, I just want to talk shit. I'll be, I want to talk shit to the other, about the other people. Girl, well, look at y'all.
That's it.
That'll be my thing to be the shady.
Right.
Wow, that's what it gets it for me, not the damn sport. Just me talking shit.
And that's the point. So that's the thing. It's just like, it's more so about his limited viewpoint and him growing and learning from that limited viewpoint. Does he stick to being himself? Yeah. But he grows over time because, society's not going to be what you want it to be. People aren't going to be who you want them to be, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's one of those. That's why I like it. But also I enjoy it because it's just fun. It's funny and it's fun. And it's like I grew into liking it. It's the same thing with like I didn't particularly care for Beavis and Butthead growing up. Same with King of the Hill. I didn't care for either one growing up. But it's like
I could,
and once I got to an adult or like 1920, I was like, oh, I get this show now. So it's one of
because
those.
it was everywhere. It was
Mm-hmm.
everywhere. And like I said,
Well,
I still don't really care for the King of Hills or whatever case
no,
may
that's
be.
fine. I'm not telling
I
you
might
you
have
have
you know
to.
what, matter of fact, I'll give it a chance one day. I'll probably look at it so I can tell you again I don't like it.
Oh,
Let's get
girl.
into the Bob Burger. We're about to make this long, but yeah, just a
Yeah.
history on
Mm-hmm.
this kind of stuff. We're talking about.
Right.
Simpsons, King of Hills, American Daddy, all that jazz. But Bob
You
Burgers
know
is
what happened?
one of my favorites too,
I
and it's
enjoy
something
it.
that I can't let go. I think when you I don't know why I started watching. Honestly, oh, Mr. Pickles. Now that's my show.
That's
Now
why
I
you
love
started
Mr.
watching it. That's why.
Mr.
We
Pickles.
had talked about
But
that. And I think I had mentioned Bob's Burgers or something around that time. And we started talking about them. And I was like, it's fun. It's a good show. And he was like, oh, well, let me watch it one
mhm.
day. And
but I
yeah.
had it playing in the background. I didn't watch it till I heard a couple of things that they were saying. I was like, what the hell is they talking about? Or whatever case may be. So I used to fall asleep on it because I watch TV when I fall asleep, and
Oh,
then
I'm the
I'll wake
same.
up.
No, it's actually Bob's Burgers is one of my comfort sleep shows.
It's
That
good.
and I really got into Bob's around the same time I got into Archer. And
Oh yeah,
so
now Archer I can get into. I'm sorry,
Archer's
you
something
did
else.
try to get me into that, but Archer or whatever case may be, yeah.
You can't
I
get
never
into
had that.
Archer?
No, I can't.
You don't like it?
None of the episodes I watched, I didn't like it.
Oh, girl.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean,
Wig.
oh Lord, my bad. Sorry. Oh, let's get into the review. You guys,
Yes.
okay? Get into the review.
All right.
I'm stepping back.
So I started watching. Girl, you're good. I started watching it like 2013, 2014,
Mm-hmm.
like maybe 2012. So actually, it had like 4 seasons or three or 4 seasons. That's where I was at with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember like when I first watched it, I didn't particularly care for it on the first episode. On the first watch, I didn't particularly care for it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I guess I just started talking to a friend, and she was like, "Oh, it's a good show. I really like it." I was like, oh, "Okay, girl, I guess." And so I decided, I was like, "You know what? Let me give it a shot. Maybe
Yeah.
I like it on the second watch." So I watched it again, and I kept going with it, and I don't know. It's just like something about it. Something happened where I fell in love with it,
It has
and
heart.
yes, it
It
does.
has heart. And it has a continuation. I think that's what I like. I like a lot of these shows. Yeah, they do. You know, they do in some point have a continuation, but it I don't know. I think it's
Mm,
I feel like their show have more of a strong continuation or whatever
I
case
can
may
agree
be.
with that.
I I prefer that, and it's hard. It's a lot of heart in there and stuff like that. And I think for me with a lot of those other shows when for us the Simpsons and
Which I did fall into liking The Simpsons when I got a little bit older. I started liking that later on, and I stopped because I was like, some of it felt kind of like try hard a little bit. Sometimes it felt try hard, but
it's
I
been
did
on
enjoy
this
it.
on air for a long time. What else they can talk about, honey?
That's also true. Let's see
What else they
that,
can talk
and who else?
about?
What's the other one? I was really into Family Guy growing up. I think I stopped watching it. I don't know what it was about it that I stopped like enjoying it, but it's just like one day I just stopped really enjoying it. So it's one of those for me with a Family Guy. I don't watch it that much.
Mhm.
Like I watched Cleveland Show. I didn't really particularly care for that. I watched the other
Mhm.
one, American Dad. I watch American Dad on and off, but I think it's okay at times too. But yeah, my favorite of the kind of adult humor cartoons is more so Bob's Burgers, and I actually did also watch. I do watch Archer, like I said. It was another one that I would love. Drawn Together. I love Drawn Together. I know it's heavily problematic. Heavily problematic. I know that. I understand that, and I accept that. But I enjoy the show. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
We'll talk about your crimes later.
Oh, girl, you can't talk about my crimes. If you talk about mine, I got you. I got your number.
Oh, I got the mute button.
Mm-hmm.
Uh huh.
Uh huh. Exactly.
Now let's get into the
Anyways,
movie
yeah.
itself. We did the background, but like I said, they have heart.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard.
Fun
I love that
series. It's
they
a very fun
care.
series.
Yeah, I think coming from and I wouldn't say a broken home, but some corrupted people. I do love that they go through things, but it is a heart of love at the end of the day that they have with each other and stuff like that. And I think that was more so my thing. And I think, like I said, I we brought this up before. Well, I brought this up before about reason why I couldn't really stay with Simpsons is how he treated his son, and I had a bad relationship with my father, and I think I couldn't enjoy that, seeing that or
Right.
whatever the case may be, because it's like I was living that. And so that's what it done for me for The Simpsons. And I was like, yeah, I can't do that because I'm like, I don't want to see parents treating their kids and
Right.
ignoring them and stuff like that. At the end of the day, I think even like with Family Guy, even though I don't know if they can hit a son or not, Stewie, I don't know if they can hear him or not. They said they can hear him, but they don't really respond to him.
Mm-hmm.
I guess my point, I just don't like that. So I think that's why I really couldn't get into those shows. It's like I do not like to see a cartoon where it's very child neglect at the end of
Right.
the day. So I don't like that because I had to experience that. So with Bob Burgers, I see that they do care. They do be doing some shit. Don't get it twisted, but they do care about their kids. At the end of the day, and so I do like that. And I think even that's when I got into Malcolm in the Middle because you can tell Lois and Hal they care about their kids. Yeah, they got their own which
Yes.
column
I always
and
think about that moment that I've seen somebody reference where they found a nude magazine, and so the mom put her face over the ladies in the magazine.
mm-hmm.
I think about that, and I think that's so much fun. That seems like such a funny, like unconventional way to stop them from doing that.
Yeah, it's just being realistic at the end. You can tell they got the love for each other, even though they fight with each other, but they have the love for each other. And I think in any show, especially when it comes to a family show, you want to see the love. I prefer to see the love, and I liked about the show that they weren't perfect, but they struggled with different things, but they were just themselves. But I just want the love and I want the love and the heart in it. If it doesn't have that, I don't really want to watch it, or whatever case may be. So
Yeah, I can agree with that. I think
that's
it's fun, and I do like that they are. I think they mentioned why they do certain things on the show, and they mentioned that a lot of it is they want to focus on realistic stories and situations that could really actually happen
mm-hmm,
instead of doing something that's like too fantasy, too out there. So it's like it's more about the realism of the show than it is
mm-hmm,
about like. And I agree. I feel like that's a great way to focus on things. and make things happen is how would this realistically happen?
Yeah.
How would this realistically end? And I think that's something I really thoroughly enjoy about it. I really enjoy that they're like, they also mentioned that I don't know if you know this, but originally the show was going to be about them being cannibals. So originally they were supposed to be cannibals serving
Okay.
burgers of human meat. But
Not
they said
Sweetie
that
Todd.
they said
Okay.
that the tone they had to change the tone because that would have probably been a little too weird.
Mm-hmm.
So they changed it.
Yeah. Because let's be clear, Americans love burgers. I think that's our top food, burgers.
I can see that.
No, I think it. No, pizza. I think, but burgers is one of our top things. Pizza, burgers, chicken,
Mm-hmm.
fried chicken. By the way,
Oh yes.
no, I think
Especially
that's our
chicken
top thing.
nuggets. No, chicken nuggets really.
Hmm. I still can't get over when people get mad. We brought this up. We probably brought it on the podcast when people get mad when you go out with friends and you had a elegant restaurant and a person ordered chicken tenders and French fries.
Oh girl.
I'm like, for one. So they said, well, for one, bitches, it really is the cheapest thing on the menu.
Right.
And it's like, you know what you're gonna get. The worst thing is to get something that you do not like. Let's
I'm
be
I'm
clear.
gonna
Now,
be
if it's on
honest with
your
you.
dime, I'm willing to try it.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not one of those girls. I like going to places and trying something different. I will try something that doesn't make a lot of sense and be like, you know what? I tried it. Like, I did try the Mountain Dew Flaming Hot drink just to try it. I'm like, I'm
Different.
a.
We're not talking about drink. No, 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 no. We're not talking about drinks. We're not gonna do that. We're not talking about. We're talking about food.
Oh, I'm the
It is a
same with food
difference.
too. I would
Well,
try
we
out
ain't talking
food.
about drinks. I'm willing. First of all, I'm already spontaneous with drinks. That
Oh,
I'm
girl.
okay with that. I'm a drinker. I can play with it. Do not get it twisted.
See,
I'm
wait a
saying.
minute, wait a minute. You see what she just said? She just
Let me tell you
said
something.
that she just
Okay,
drinks. She be
girl.
guzzling down. This is why this needs to be an intervention, girl. I am so sorry that you did not know.
Okay, you. Okay, what I'm trying to say,
Uh
bitch.
huh.
We're talking about the food of it all. And that's just all that is at the end of the day. And sometimes it's okay if you just want some chicken tenders, you can just want some chicken tenders. And some french fries. If that's your go-to thing, girl, do it. Ain't I'm not judging you or whatever the case may be. Now if somebody else is paying, now my mouth might get a little watery for something that I never had. But some people be on the budget at the end of the day.
Girl, she said something that she's never had. She's talking about vagina.
Oh no, actually, I had vagina before.
Oh,
Just didn't
girl.
like it. I did.
Oh, girl.
I did tell you about that story. I
Oh,
slept with a woman before.
girl.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
girl,
Why
girl,
we're doing this on the Bob's Burgers?
girl, get back to the show. Just do the review, girl, because she's more into the story than I am. I'm just gonna be a hype man.
As you should. Get to the back. Oh, anyways, okay. So, Bob's Burgers. Like I said, I started it like later on in life. I watched it in like 2013, 2014. It had like already had a couple seasons already. So when I started it, I was like, okay, cool. Got into it. At first I didn't like it. A friend was like, try it. I went further in and I was like, you know what? This is a lot of fun. And it's like as I've grown, it's become one of those shows that if I want to, I want to take a nap, I put it on. It's a comfort show. I don't like putting on anything that I don't already have I haven't already watched or anything like that because it's like I want to be comforted. So it's like it's That's So
Mm-hmm.
Raven, it's Archer, SpongeBob is a great comfort show, and what else? What else? Gravity Falls or something that I already know and I enjoy, and it
It's so good. It's good.
so good. Oh my god, you guys! If you haven't watched Gravity Falls, it's an amazing, amazing show. Anyways, back to this. So yeah, I was like, okay, Bob's Burgers, let's work with this. They have a movie that came out in May 2022. It came out the 27th. We watched it on Friday, right? Or was it Saturday? It was Saturday?
No, no, no. It was Saturday,
Okay, Saturday. We watched it Saturday, which was like, it came out on Friday,
which we were late, almost late too, because well, we were late. We were supposed to be going a little bit early.
but somebody went to have a dance party outside.
We went to a dance party. I never went to no dance
You
party.
did. You was
Which
playing
one?
music and dancing. Before we
Girl,
went in,
shut up. That is a lie.
girl, I have the receipts.
Next.
Do you want me to bring out the receipts? Do you want me to bring out the receipts?
Get on married to medicine. Bye. Next.
No, but yeah. So when I found out it was gonna be a movie, I'm gonna be honest with you, I was interested right away. I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch this. I'm seeing it. Did I feel like it needed to have a movie? No. And that's where I was at with it. So we went to watch it. Now, I'm gonna give y'all a quick synopsis of the plot. So this is a spoiler. This is going to be a spoiler. Spoiler alert. Spoilers going
Mm,
beyond this moment. We're going to be
well,
talking about
you
stuff
need
that
to already
happened in the movie.
spoiled.
Oh, girl. Hmm. Anyways, so spoiler alert. So basically, what happens is a water main ruptures in front of the restaurant, and this stops them from trying to figure out a way to make sure they save the restaurant because they're behind on bills. Basically, they're behind on the
Mm-hmm.
bills, and they need to figure out a way to save the restaurant. But this pipe breaks and creates a sinkhole right in front of the restaurant, which stops them from basically trying to have a great summer. Basically, so that's the main story. And there's a side story of Louise, the youngest daughter, who has been told that she's a kid because of the thing on her head, her hat that she wears, her bunny ears. And so she's
Mm-hmm.
like, I don't want people to think I'm a kid. I'm grown, and how do I prove that I'm grown without taking off my bunny ears? So they go on this murder mystery adventure to figure out who killed a carny from the what is it called? What is that called? What's it called? The park, the amusement park or theme park that is on the wharf world or whatever it's called. Y'all know. So that's the plot of the show. That's the plot of the movie, and it had a message and had a great ending, and it did a lot of the typical Bob things. Now, let's get into our feelings and let's say any plot points that we felt like were bad or good, however we feel. If you're ready, how did you feel about the movie personally?
Um, I mean, honestly, I do like it. I thought
Uh
it was
huh.
a great movie. I just don't feel like it was a movie.
I'm gonna
It
agree
gives
with
me
you
that it was
there.
a long extended because if you watch Bob Burgers, they got so many things that happen and so many things they could have played off on. Let's be very clear and turned into a movie
Uh
or whatever
huh.
the case may be. Especially the one where they thought the woman killed her.
Oh, I love that episode. That's a great episode.
Okay. And I guess my point, if you watch a lot of Bob Burgers, because they have amazing episodes.
Mm-hmm.
They
They
have
do.
I mean, they had the episode where they had broke into, like, they have amazing episodes. And, but, so it's like, once you have experienced that and you watch a movie that is like about that, you're like, it's nice, it's a movie, but it's like, it just was like a long episode of Bob Burgers.
It
It
did
don't feel
feel
like a
like
movie. It
that.
felt like a longer episode.
Now, I want to say this: we are not saying don't go see the movie.
Oh no, you
That's
can go
not what
see
we're
it.
saying. If you really, here's my thing. If you really thoroughly enjoy Bob's Burgers, this is exactly the kind of movie you should see. It has
Mm-hmm.
all of the typical Bob's Burgers ticks and things and all that, like the musical moments. Very Bob's Burgers. It's very famously well known that
Mm-hmm.
people come to Bob's Burgers for the musical moments. Um, the characters' personalities are heavily here, as they are.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't take away. I think one of the great things about the movie is it doesn't feel like it's trying to find a new audience. And oh, here's a little bits and pieces of things that the fans know. It was like, listen, we know our audience, we know what they like. Give them what they like.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do what y'all did with Mortal Kombat, where y'all like, we got to figure out who wants to
I don't
watch
know.
this.
Girl, look, I've been drinking. Don't do it.
You know what I
Oh,
mean? Where
please.
it's like, don't insert a situation that's like trying to explain everything to
No.
people who don't know it like that.
No. I
Follow your
they
audience and make it a good experience. And I think that's what
so
Bob's did.
stupid.
It was.
So stupid.
It
Cause
was.
it was so stupid. It was so many people they could have picked from the game and followed or whatever. They
Like
didn't have
what's
to
his
pick
name?
Lucan. They could like you said they could have did Johnny Cage. That would have been a great thing. Even though I know a lot of people don't really care for when they be doing like Hollywood stars and this kind of setup. So maybe I probably wouldn't picked him. Maybe Sonya Blade. You know, somebody besides that person. Please,
Cole.
let's not do it. At the end of the day, let's
And
not
this is
do it
not hating on him as an actor.
because we could have been
This is
focusing
yeah.
more on because like I said, we mostly know every character's story, the origin story.
Honestly, actually, I want to also point this out. This is such an old property that a lot of people may not know everybody, but they vaguely know the characters. And if you
Yeah.
give us that, just give us the experience of the game. That's it. And that's what Bob's Burgers did right. Is it was more
Hmm.
so about the experience of the show than it was about trying to pander to finding a new audience and trying to pander to a new audience. Because one, I think I don't know if this is true or not, but Bob's Burgers is kind of a niche show. So it's not going to be like Marvel, where Marvel's gonna churn in the hits and get the audience. DC's gonna
Hmm.
churn out the hits and get the audience. Bob's Burgers is more so like how anime movies are, where yes, there's an audience for them. Yes, people are going to go out in droves to watch it, but the audience isn't as broad as like, say, people who are going to go see Doctor Strange.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah. That's true. I think for as even though I really want to put this
Hmm.
out there, like I said, Bob's Burger is they have like I said they have a strong fan base.
They do.
But my point is, and it's not saying they don't have a strong fan base for a person that want to go to see the movie, but the point is when you have had so many seasons
Hmm.
of something, it's like, girl, I'm good. I mean, I can just watch regular because, because people still watch those same old episodes. It's like it's not worthy of me to say I want to go to the theaters and see it. I still love
Especially
the
day
show
one. I think
because,
especially day one. I don't think a
yeah.
lot of people are like, oh, day one, I'm seeing it. I was going to day one see it because I just enjoy the show
Mhm.
a lot.
And I really want to bring up something too. We have now shifted strongly.
Hmm.
We have shifted into the point of streaming services, where the point
Yes,
is like, I will wait for it
that's also true.
at the end of the day.
Actually, that's also very true.
And it's like I'm not gonna go see it because I'm like I want to go see. I want to see the movie. I'm just not gonna go to the theaters and see it. And I have a lot of movies that I'm into, and I'm like, oh, I really want to see that movie. It'll come out.
Hmm.
It'll come out. And they got certain movies I want to see it in theaters. I want to be online, listen to the fans, the fan base. Like Marvel movies, I gotta see what's going on or whatever the case may be. I gotta hear the fans' reaction to it. So I think that's just what it is. And it's not Bob Burgers has a strong fan base. It's just like, girl, I'll wait for it. I'll wait
Right.
for it.
And I can accept that. Now I understand that
You got 12
there's
seasons
people
of Bob
aren't going to
Burgers. You
watch
can
it.
wait for it. You can wait
It
for
is
it.
12, huh?
You can wait for it. It'll be okay. You
And I
can
think
wait
they're
for
coming back this year. I think they're coming back next year or this year.
it. You can wait for it. So I think that's just what it is with those kind of shows. Unless you just started up the show,
Hmm.
then you have a movie. Then a person probably want to go see it. Unless it's a kid thing, then kids ask their parents to go. So it's a different thing. You know, Bob Burgers, I will give it as more for adults in some sense because they do be doing some things. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's more so that I don't think kids are more their target audience.
Yes,
I think in some senses a little bit kids friendly.
it actually is because if you notice, I don't know if you noticed this, but they don't really curse on that show.
No, they don't.
And the reason they don't really curse is they want it to be, like again, they don't want it to be too much. So it's like we can do the same things without having to go above and beyond with cursing. Do you get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So they're one of
Absolutely.
those. So yeah, Bob's
That's
Burgers.
the thing for SpongeBob too. I wouldn't go see that in theaters. I'll wait for it. And
Yeah,
I
I
love
actually didn't
SpongeBob.
see them in theaters. I think the first movie I saw at home.
Yeah, first movie I saw at home, which the movie was it was okay.
Hmm.
I think once you had so much SpongeBob and so many different plots that you could like, you know what, that plot could have been a movie. It's the same thing what we're saying for Bob Burgers. It's a lot of stories that has happened to SpongeBob, and we like maybe we want to extend this story a
Oh
little bit,
yes,
whatever the case may be, because it's that good. You
it's
know
a
what I'm saying?
great
Like the
show.
Strangler. Come on, we would have had that in the movie. Oh my god! Like,
Oh
yeah, it's
the slash slinging dash
slasher,
dinging.
opposite day, Squidward over there, living with all those Squidwards. Like, it is so much
Or that
stuff.
April Fool's Day one. Remember when he did that April Fool's Day and Squidward went a little
Mm.
too far? And then remember when SpongeBob was like, "Oh, you want a glass, with a couple of ice cubes? Okay." And then he gave it to him, and he was like, doing too much. It was just like, girl, what are we doing? You're doing so much.
So many episodes could have
Hmm.
been a movie. We wish it was a movie. So it's like once we got what we got, we're like, girl, girl, please. I'll wait. I'll wait for it to come out on DVD or something like that. I'll rent it. At that time it was what, rented from Redbox. I'll rent it from Redbox. It's
Oh
fine.
yeah, it gives that. But yeah, this is I think yeah, like I said, with Bob's Burgers, it's great, especially if you're a fan. If you're a fan, you'll love it. If you're not, you might love it. There's a chance you might love it. I'm not 100% sure though, because people like what they like. Some people are gonna like certain things. Some people are not gonna like it. Do you get what I'm saying?
And that doesn't make you a fan nonetheless. I think, I think we had a conversation about people saying if you stand the person, or if you're not a stand fan, if you don't do this or you don't know this about the person or whatever. Cause I'm like, girl, come on. That's
Right.
not a person a fan, they're a fan. Let's just leave it at that.
At
At
that.
the end
It's
of
it's
that.
that. But I think it had great moments. I do feel like for me personally, I, as a fan of the show, I was like, I don't know if this makes sense for Louise. Because Louise doesn't particularly care what people feel about her.
Hmm.
Like, she do what she want to do. If you don't like it, you're just not going to like it.
Okay, especially when she was with that. Remember that whale pussy?
Yes.
Baby, she was over there about to cut them hoes all out. I was like,
Oh,
oh my god, this
wait.
guy.
Remember the episode where their aunt came to town and she was drawing the paintings of the butts?
No, I don't remember. Maybe I fell asleep on
Oh,
that
you
one.
have to watch that one. That is so good. The aunt was painting pictures of
Send me the
animal butts.
episode.
And
Tell me which
so
one
the
it is.
dad was like, they were like, they couldn't tell her, they didn't have the heart to tell her that she cannot display them at the restaurant because it was like,
Okay, well, don't tell me no more of the story. I want to see it. I want to see it. So we're gonna have to find
we're
out
gonna
which
have to watch
episode
that
it is.
one. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to watch that one. But my favorite is one episode that I really really thoroughly love, and that's the episode with the My Little Pony like episode because it was like it's so good. But anyways, Louise is not that kind of girl that she's like, listen, I care about what people feel about me. Louise don't care about nobody. She'll have moments where she cares, but she don't be doing all that, girl. You know,
Mm-hmm. Not to the point of trying to solve a
not
case.
to the point of trying to save change her life herself. Now she'll solve a case if there's money involved.
Mm-hmm.
She's where the money resides. Where the money resides. That's Louise. But she's not doing all that, girl. So I was just kind of like, some of that didn't make a lot of sense. I also feel like what am I trying to say? Hold on.
Go on, let
I
it
feel
out,
like this
girl.
was a good moment for Teddy because I personally didn't particularly live for Teddy at first. When I was watching Bob's Burgers, at first I didn't particularly care for Teddy, but
He's the
he grew
customer.
on
He
me.
all right. He paid a bill.
He do, but he's goofy. He's like just a goofy person. I think that's the point. So you grow into liking Teddy. But this is a great moment for if you like Teddy as a character. This is a great moment for you and for me
Mm-hmm.
as a fan of Teddy. I actually enjoyed the character. Um, so I enjoyed it. I think I enjoyed it for what it was. I do feel like I had the problem with that because I'm like, this isn't very Louise. Louise would not care about nobody thinking that she's not strong or brave or whatever. Louise just
Yeah, because I think
does.
the point when I was we were going into it, and I was like, okay, I'm like, girl, you better tap that ass because that's why I thought she was about to get up in there and zoo.
Oh, because Louise is a brawler. She would fight.
But I think my point is maybe they was trying to explain her bunny ears.
Hmm.
Maybe just
You know what? That
that,
makes sense. That makes more sense.
maybe the
Seeing it as
origin of
that,
that.
that makes sense.
That's what I was getting. Because I thought at one point they did talk about the bunny ears and why she had them.
Hmm.
So I did not know. So I said, okay, so maybe that is about that. Because I'm like, I can't believe. I'm like, didn't they already talk about it on the show? I'm like, you know how many episodes they got? They never talked about the bunny ears. So maybe it was more so that. So I'm gonna give it that.
Okay, I can give it that too. I'll go with that. Let's go with that.
Hmm.
Let's see. But yeah, that's the thing. It's just like it's a great movie. I had a lot of fun watching it as a Bob's fan. I enjoyed it thoroughly. So if you're a Bob's fan, you're gonna enjoy it because it has a lot of the Bobisms. It had
Hmm.
a lot of that. It had the musical moments. Like I said, it had the moments where Bob didn't believe in himself and he was talking to himself, which he does. A
Hmm.
lot of that. Or, excuse me, excuse me, y'all. Or he'll talk to food. He likes talking to food, which is goofy. And it's a good show. It was fun. And I do feel like it didn't necessarily need to be a movie. It could have just been a three-parter.
Yeah.
I feel like it could have easily been a three-parter.
Yeah. It's
And
like it could have been a little bit more stronger.
yes.
Maybe they could have been focusing on things that we really don't know. Maybe like I said, the hat thing that was a good thing. Maybe they could have been focusing on some origin that we didn't know about, but that just already just existed, or something like that to make sense about. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know.
No, I
You
can
know,
agree with that. I can agree with that.
because it's like when you have so many episodes on different things and different topics that they have done and struggled with and overcome. It's I don't know. I don't know. I think it's they probably need to do something different or whatever. Because it's just like even how we felt about SpongeBob, how SpongeBob is kind of like dying down on some of the funny. You know, it's kind of losing the root of what made the show excellent, great, or whatever.
Right.
'Cause everybody, I don't hear nobody really talking about the new episodes. We're always talking about the old episodes because those were the ones that had the most heart, the most silliness, the most fun at the end of the day. So
Right.
hopefully. But only thing we can.
Also, I also want to point this out. I don't know if you know this, but you know the character Jimmy Pesto, Bob's neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
You know they fired him, the actor.
Oh yeah, because you say he did something sexual,
No,
something. What did he do?
January 6th.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Well, we ain't got to talk about that.
I love how all I said was January 6th and you got it. Just like
Oh
that.
yeah, We trust me, the Republicans want us to forget.
Mm-hmm. But we won't.
They want us to forget. Majority of them do.
So
Saying
yeah, he was let go because of that. They're replacing his voice. They're replacing him.
we'll be fine. I
Which
do want
sucks
to.
because I love Bob and Jimmy Pesto butting heads,
Mm-hmm.
but it sucks for the audience in the way that we're losing a character that really was great for the role. But and somebody made a good point where they was like, honestly, if you think about Jimmy Pesto, this makes sense for him.
Okay. Okay, let's just move on. So I think the only thing we got to looking forward to is that, again, if you guys know anything about Bob Burgers,
And
it
enjoy
will be
it. And enjoy it. Got to point that out.
yeah. Yeah, enjoy. If anybody knows anything about Bob's Burgers, if you will watch the beginning of the intro and you see how many times the place have been shut down and you have the
Mm-hmm.
reopen. So I'm quite sure the new season we're gonna have the reopen, if you know what I mean. Because I think it got shut down 3 times, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Uh-huh.
It got shut down 3 times
Three or
because they had the
four,
grand
right?
open. No, it's three. This is the
Yeah.
fourth. I think so. It's gonna be the four re's, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll be looking forward to, because that's what they did at the end, and I thought that was like so cute. And I was like, okay, so now we're gonna get some kind of reference from the movie by the intro of us having, instead of 3 reopens, it'll be a total of 4. So can't wait to see that.
Mm-hmm.
And I love when things like that, because it reminds me of when they did Rugrats, when they did the movie and stuff like that. And then, of course, Tommy had a brother, and which made sense. And that's the point. It got to be something changing if you want to do these movies. It needs to be something important for me to watch it. Like, okay, they're gonna have a change coming up or whatever the case may be. And I think seeing that Rugrats, when they did Dylan and all that, and I remember when that happened, when Dylan happened, because and then after the movie happened, of course, it was coming out with the new season. I remember we had lost cable around that time. And I was so upset because I'm like, I cannot see Dill. And I wanted to see Dill. And the reason why I was really more super invested, because I love Rugrats, but I think I was more into the point of Dill because I had an older brother, and I always, sometimes as a kid you put yourself in their shoes. And my brother, so Tom would be my brother, and I would be Dill.
Mm-hmm.
But at that time, we had lost cable. And then at that time, we was watching different things. And then, of course, I got older when we got cable again. I think we was out of cable for a whole year, if I'm not mistaken. But then they did the trip to Paris. And then once they did to Paris, um, Chucky's dad got married. Charles, he got married. And he had married a lady from Paris. And she had a daughter named Kimmy. And Kim. So it's like it needs to be something important for us to go to movies to see, because it's like, okay, this is going to be something different from the show. The only difference we got from the show, from Bob's the Burger, is that we're going to have 4 reopenings, if I'm not mistaken. 4 reopen. You say it might be 5, 4, whatever. That's the only difference. We're going to get the reference from the movie.
Right.
Is the intro.
Right.
That I just have to put that on out there and put that on the table so we can have it, everything. So is there any closing arguments you want to put on? Any final words on our Bob's
Let's
Burgers
see. Yeah,
experience?
I enjoyed it. I had fun. It's a great movie. I would suggest watching it. You don't have to watch it day one. And honestly, if you want to watch it at home, you could do that too. Especially if you're a fan. If you're a fan of the series, if you love the show, if you love this. Like, I love Bob's Burgers. I have Funko Pops. When they came out, I got every last one. Literally have every last Funko Pop from Bob's Burgers except the second Tina, a second Jean, and I think I'm missing another one. But I have majority of them, and it was like maybe it wasn't a lot though. But and then I have a couple of t-shirts. I actually dressed up to the event. I do that sometimes. I like to wear shirts based on what we're watching.
She
Sometimes.
had she had the wallet.
Oh, I
Okay.
didn't have the wallet actually. That's old. When Think Geek was closing down, they had it for like $1 or something.
Oh, they
And
did close down.
yeah, girl, Think Geek is gone.
Oh,
Fully. Even the stores are gone. It's now the store at the mall. It's now another place. It's called I forgot the name. I'm so
I
sorry, y'all.
think our lunchbox still out there. Lunchbox is still out
Yeah,
there.
that's
Nothing's
still
still.
going. That's still going strong.
But thank
But
you was created by GameStop, right?
yes, Think Geek
Okay.
was no. It was actually its own thing, and then actually no, you're right. They were the same company, but then
I'm gonna
Think
say, bitch,
Geek
you told me.
rolled into Think Geek became GameStop's website. So they were exclusively the website, and now the stores are closed. So yeah, it's gone. Lunchbox is owned by Hot Topic.
Okay.
That's they're together. Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah, Hot Topic's still out there.
yeah, Hot Topic's still going strong, girl.
They always have. Let me tell you something. You know what? I'm about to be clipped. Hot Topic and Lunchbox.
Uh huh.
That is the store where you go to spend money that you know you don't need to be spending.
Honestly, let's talk about it. No, but you are not lying. I am
It
so
is
sorry. You're
a
not
store
lying.
for grown-ups. It's not a store for kids. It is a store for grown-ups.
Mm-hmm.
Because when we see the knickknacks that give us that nostalgia feel, it be some cute shit. Like, oh girl, this is so cute. And they like, you want to get it for your kid? No. Girl, they'll be all right. What about me? Or whatever the case. And I think it's just so fun. And I love to see people and adults. I mean, it's cute to see some kids, but adults. I'd be seeing more adults in there because they really just be getting their nostalgia. Oh, girl, they got that. Oh, yes. I love it. And the sex toys, too. I've seen some things.
Oh yeah, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
It's adult.
so
I love it.
girl, of the 21 Bob's Burgers Funko Pops that are out there, I don't have like maybe hold on. 13. I'm missing 13 of the 21 Funko Pops from Bob's Burgers.
You missing 13 or the number 13 from
No, 13
the second?
of.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Like I was like, listen, I got the first gene. I don't know if I necessarily need the second gene, but I'm gonna get it. But I didn't end up getting it, so I missed out.
Mm,
I missed
mm.
out on a lot
I
with
know I
it.
was trying to collect all the Dragon Ball Z and I ain't happening.
Oh, and when
But,
you told me that, I was like, girl, I would give up that dream.
and I said the Harry Potter too. She was like, "Oh, girl," I was like, "Girl,
Yes, when
this
you
shit
first told me that, you was like, oh, I'm gonna collect all of them. I was like, I would give up on that right this second.
I'm just gonna collect the ones that I feel like is important for me
Yes.
personally. Like I got my Boomer. That's what I really like because Boomer is one of my favorite
Yeah.
characters. Trump is my second favorite character
On the
on the which
series.
color on the series. Yeah, I'm not really a fan. Goku's fine. Oh, sorry, let me start. That's my dog name, y'all. He's in the room. He's fine, or whatever case may be. So yeah, and Piccolo. I love
Uh-huh.
Piccolo. That's one of my
Piccolo's
favorite.
also my favorite. I love Dragon Ball Z.
She doesn't know nothing about Dragon Ball Z, but
I
I'm not gonna
love Dragon
choose
Ball
it.
Z. Hello. I grew up
Well,
with
let's
it.
get to the truth instead of this line you're doing. Okay, so tell me your favorite character off of Bob Burgers and why.
Okay, good. I'm so glad you know. So Piccolo's my favorite on Dragon Ball Z, and my favorite on
Stop it. Let it go. You're
Piccolo's my
not
favorite.
going to do it.
Piccolo's my
You're not
favorite
going to do
because
it. Uh-uh.
hold on, wait. Let me give you my reason.
No,
Pickles.
no, no, because you already Googled it. No, bitch. No, no,
No,
no,
no.
no. You Googled it, bitch.
This is not a
No.
Googleable moment. Pickle's my favorite because he's black.
Girl, no, she
He's my
Googled it.
favorite because
No,
he's
she
black.
Googled it. She Googled it. No, who is your favorite character off Bob Burgers? Please, let's stick on the topic.
Can I finish my point?
No, you're not gonna finish no point. You ain't got no point. I am gonna interrupt you every time. Stick on Bob's Burger. Who is your favorite
Because he's black.
character and why?
That's why he's my favorite. Black Lives Matter.
Please stop. Please. Who is your favorite character off Bob the Burgers? Let's keep it on talking about.
Because he's black. Black Lives Matter.
Next.
Anyways, um,
Next.
honestly, I'm gonna be honest. When I first started, I really liked Tina. And then it's like I
Mm-hmm.
grew to love Gene and his weird, chaotic behavior. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like I'm more of a person that I love everybody genuinely on the same level. And I've grown to love them all throughout the series. You know, like at first I loved Bob and Linda. And then it's like I grew to love Teddy. I also love Mort. Jimmy Pesto Jr.'s okay. He's not my favorite. I'm going to be honest with you because he be playing around with my girl Tina too much. Got to get him
Mm-hmm.
together. But you know, it's like I genuinely love everybody. I love Jocelyn and Tammy. I think they're fun. They're the mean girls. I don't know if you know the ones who bully Tina. They're fun. I don't know. It's one of those shows that it's like I genuinely love everybody on there
Mm-hmm.
because they all bring something to the show. They all
Mm-hmm.
bring a personality, a something to the show that makes them entertaining and interesting. So that's my thing. But what about you?
Mm-hmm.
Who's your favorite and why?
All of them. I do like all of them. I think at one point, I was favoring. I did like Tina. I did
Hmm.
like Tina. I like the mom.
I
But like I
also
said, I
love
like
that
all of
most of the women are played by men, and it's just so fun. I don't know. It's just like something about that is fun that it
Oh, don't
works
tell me
here.
that now. No.
You didn't know
Oh,
that?
my favorite character is the black boy. The black boy
Wait, wait,
that's
wait,
always
wait,
in the
wait. You didn't
karate
know that?
kid. No, I didn't know that.
Oh, most of them, not all. Uh, Most of them are like Tina and
Mm.
Linda are played by men.
Okay, I can. Okay.
Louise is played by a woman, and they have the reverse of that because Andy and Ollie, Jimmy Pesto's younger kids, the twins, they're played by women.
I guess.
Weird, but go ahead.
Well, my favorite character is the black boy that does karate. I don't know. I think I love seeing him. I don't know his name.
The black kid that does karate. What
Yeah,
episode do you
well,
remember his?
he's always in karate gear. He's always in karate gear. I like him. He's like my favorite. I don't know why. I love seeing him with the
Arnold?
gang. I believe that is. Let me see. I think that is him.
It's Arnold. That's his name.
Yes, Arnold. Yes,
Okay,
he's one of my favorite
nice.
characters. Yes, I like him. He's one of my faves. But like I said, I like them all as a whole. I feel like they're just a complete set
Mm-hmm.
or whatever the
That's
case
what
may
it
be. And I
is.
think it's a complete set at the end of the
Yes.
day because it's like it's the family, and
And
I
it's a
really
family show.
enjoy
It's
them.
fun. I think that's what's great
Okay,
about
so
it.
we're gonna wrap this up right here, you guys,
Yes.
because we're really enjoying it. Okay, so we're out to finish our last words and everything. So I guess
Hmm.
it's time for us to say goodbye to you
I
guys
know it
and get
sucks.
prepared for our next episode, which
Yes.
we should be talking about G status.
I think it's either G status
But
or what
the
is
Bad
it?
Boys come from Gemini Films. We're not going to be doing the other Bad Boys Club because we said we was going to hold off until
And
those
I'm so sorry,
organizations
you
got
guys. If you feel like we were going to review Bad Boys Club Los Angeles from Zeus, we are not doing that anymore. That's done. That's canceled.
That's what I was
She's
just
done.
talking about.
No, I thought you was talking about
You
Gemini
don't want to
Films.
do that at all. Oh, okay, girl.
I thought
So,
you was talking about Gemini Films.
no, we're gonna do that. We're gonna review that.
Okay. No, we're done with Bad Boys Club Los Angeles. We've canceled Zeus. She's canceled. Not canceled, but she's canceled. We're done with that.
Yeah, we canceled the subscription, so that's why they really canceled.
Once Jonathan got kicked off, girl, that was enough for me.
Mm,
Off topic, I know, but girl, listen. You come here for us and our opinions.
mm, and only us.
Mm.
All right, you guys. This is Todd Ho
And
here.
oh Lord.
T.O.show, baby.
Yes, some tired burger flipping heifers.
Oh, baby. Y'all keep on saying we was actually didn't have to flip a burger at McDonald's. We had a thing that press on it, and we just
Hmm.
pick it up.
Hmm. Oh,
No, really, we did. We
oh, girl.
picked it up. That's
Oh,
what we
girl.
did. We really. No, we flipped them McRibs. I think we had to flip them McRibs, if I'm not
Don't tell
mistaken.
us too much of the trade secrets, girl. They might knock at your door.
Girl, girl, bye. All right, you guys.
Bye.
Bye.